Donald Trump and his cronies are using the government shutdown to purge organizations of Democrats. And in addition to that, they're also going to be looking into shutting down more very important government programs that help millions of Americans. How do we know this? Because Senator Ted Cruz gave away the plan.
That President Trump is going to use that as an opportunity not to tell people you're furloughed for a few days, but instead to send pink slips and to get rid of left-wing bureaucrats who are imposing left-wing priorities that are contrary to President Trump's priorities. I think that is fantastic. I cannot wait for the next Democrat lunch when they start screaming at each other, when they start seeing pink slips go out at the EPA, at the Department of Labor, at the IRS, and suddenly the bureaucrats that they are entrusting to advance their job-killing agenda are themselves without a job.
So what Ted Cruz is saying here is that Trump and the Republican Party plan to fire Democrats, and they plan to make cuts or to destroy the Environmental Protection Agency, the Labor Relations Board, and many other important government organizations. And here's a clip of Politics Girl discussing just what that means for the American people.
Ted mentions the Environmental Protection Agency, the Labor Relations Board, and the IRS. So to be clear, clean drinking water, clean air, and corporations not being allowed to poison you with cancer-causing chemicals, that's just for the stupid Dems. Republicans are here for profit only.
So apparently now clean drinking water, air, and the fair treatment of workers is not a priority for the United States. And this is really about Trump implementing the Project 2025 agenda, an agenda that only 4% of voters viewed positively. So this is what I want to make clear. While Trump is doing everything in his power to make the rich richer, he is making life far worse for everyone who's in the lower to middle class, which is most of us. Agencies like the EPA and the Labor Relations Board, they are there for a reason. And destroying them to set an agenda, Project 2025, that only 4% of Americans agree with, that's not moving forward. It's moving backwards at a rapid rate. And the proof isn't just coming from Ted Cruz. Here is what the president said himself on Truth Social. I have a meeting today with Russ Vought, he of Project 2025 fame, to determine which of the many Democrat agencies, most of which are a political scam, he recommends to be cut, and whether or not those cuts will be temporary or permanent. I can't believe the radical left Democrats gave me this unprecedented opportunity. They are not stupid people. So maybe this is their way of wanting to quietly and quickly make America great again. President Donald J. Trump. So this is indeed about pushing Project 2025 forward, which includes cuts to tons of programs that we haven't even mentioned in this video. Programs that help the poor, the needy, the elderly, the sick, and those with disabilities. Meals on Wheels, free lunches for hungry kids, food stamps, Medicaid, and so much more. Programs that literally millions depend on for their lives. And that's not an exaggeration. And the Republicans, they are going to continue cutting these programs at a rapid pace any chance they get. And the government shutdown, that's a big chance that they aren't going to let pass by. And this purge of the Democrats, sending them pink slips, as Ted Cruz said, that's just speeding up the process that will eventually, if Trump and company get their way, lead to authoritarianism. They are removing funding for as many of these programs as possible, all so they can take that money and line billionaires' pockets. So the wannabe oligarchs that they've already chosen can buy a third private jet or a different color yacht. Oh, and of course dominate all of us, because power and money is really what this is all about. And that's also what the big billionaire bill was about, which has already cut so many people off of services that they need. And you better believe that's what Project 2025 is about too. It's about that age-old idea of inequality, that some men are born better than other men, and that all men are not created equal, and that women, they shouldn't even be considered at all. And that agenda is what Trump and his cronies are using this shutdown for, to further implement a regime that is full of hate and discrimination, and to destroy our government and take it back to the pre-Civil War era. And this time, it's not just going to be people with brown skin who are in bondage. It's going to be every American except the oligarch billionaires running things. Make America great again, right? And the current phase that we're all in, it's to take advantage of the shutdown to purge the government of Democrats. But we haven't lost our democracy yet. and we shouldn't give up. And if you're watching this and you're MAGA, I'm asking you to snap out of it before we lose our country. Because this is not about left or right. It's about what is right. And if you think that the authoritarian Republican regime is only going to come after the rights of the people you disagree with, think again. Because that's not how authoritarianism works. They'll come after your rights too, including your precious Second Amendment and everything else. If you'd like more depth on some of the issues in this video, consider checking out Politics Girl's video. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's a tough time, but it's going to be so much better if we stick together and we stay informed. So if you related to this video in some way, consider hitting the subscribe button. I'd love to join forces with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.